Yes, help you. Where the DJ they carry you, they go. Don't worry. You know they carry you go anywhere. You know they lost. Now better place they go. Welcome aboard again today, my wonderful viewers. Today we'll be learning something very interesting. Don't mind me, I can be funny and crazy sometimes. So we'll be learning another aspect of this interesting concept of drumming on virtual DJ, especially for the keyboard. As you can clearly see my keys here. These are the keys I mapped. Look at it from 12. From F1 to F12, they all have the drum samples on it, and I arranged them. I explained this in my previous video where I talk about finger drumming. This is also an extension of that video, but in this video we are going to be talking explicitly on how to use our finger while beating the drum. That is the key thing I will be dealing here, because it has become a very serious challenge. I've gotten so much requests, so many complaints. How do I play it? I want to improve on it. How do we? Anyway, I'm actually here for you. Don't worry, you're not paying anything. Just smash that subscribe button so that you can always keep a date as I continue to bring you more tips. I know it will cost you a lot of things if you have to go to the prominent DJ to learn this, but I'm making it available for ease now. So whether you are actually using the drum pad, which is the exclusive drum pad, or the one that is attached to your controller, one thing you need to know there is, in dealing with songs, especially sounds, music is all about sounds, and these sounds are repeated either in one way or the other. And since they are repeated, there is a unique way that has been created to count the beat. I made mention of this when I was talking about how to beat match in one of my videos. You can also check that video out for yourself. So in doing this counting, you first need to understand that at what point do I start this counting. So look at this beating that is currently going on. It's a familiar beating. It's very conversant. A lot of Africans are aware of it. So it's a very popular song. I'm actually using a popular song. Get a song that you are very comfortable with. You can easily understand the beginning of the beat. That is the first hit of the song. Let me pause it first. So if you look at the wave very well, look at it. Look at where my cursor is. This first point is the beginning. Look at it. Look at it. 1, 1, 1, 1. So if we are starting it, we are going to be counting it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. So I've actually placed it on 4 beats. So it's actually counting. Once it gets to 4, it starts from the beginning again. So this is for the elementary stage. When you are already used to counting this, it's going to be very easy for you to beat match, even play around scratches and whatsoever. So by the time you develop the skill of counting it, it will get to a point that it becomes part of you, that you don't necessarily need to worry yourself about the counting. From mere hearing the song, you already know at what point you are. So while we have developed that skill of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at my finger. This is F8. Just watch and see how I'm going to be playing with it as the beat go. I'll be using one particular song for now. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the beginning. Let's go to another stage. Then the moment, if you want to play around with it very well, the moment the 1 go, the next sound you now introduce your own drum. Look at it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So don't mind my system. I'm having some kind of delay. So while you are going with it, then the moment while this one is going down, it will get to a point where you also release this particular finger too down. So while this one goes, this one follows immediately. Then it gives you this kind of sound. Look at it. Look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's move to the next sound. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. So that is how you continue to build it. It's something that will take time. It's not something you just do overnight. So as you do it, you continue to practice. It gives you that opportunity to understand how the structure of the beating goes and how you can be able to inject your own vibes into it. So the good thing about this is as the DJ, you're actually an entertainer and you give life to event. In giving life to event, you must find creative way to play around the song such that the audience will begin to appreciate the song. That is why I've seen a couple of DJs that have built a name for themselves. I won't go into detail mentioning names here, but I have seen a DJ that whenever an artist releases a song, if he feels the song is not gaining the kind of wave he wants, he contact the DJ find a way of modifying the song. I think I have a couple of them I have learned from. They modify it to a point that I'm telling you, if you don't have any other option than to like the song, irrespective of if you like the song or irrespective of whether you like the artist or you don't like in the initial stage. So they create that unique style, and as time goes on, people begin to like it and it becomes part of them, such that they always look up to having that kind of tunes or blending or fine-tuning of the song. So these are the basic things, especially skills that you need, especially as a DJ, so that you don't remain in a particular place. And it also gives you the opportunity, as you understand the song, it gives you the opportunity to become even a producer. I've seen a couple of DJs that have grown to that stage, although this is a bonus. I've seen a DJ that have grown to a particular stage that whenever they make an EP or a single, I'm telling you, it becomes a talk of the town. You cannot be a DJ and drop an EP and the EP end up in your travel. How about just tell yourself the truth now? What are you doing? Do you just play song and you just forget about it? I know the economy is actually hard, irrespective of the part of the world you're watching this video from, but I know you will find a way to also improve your skill in that regard. So don't just play around with the song, try to understand the structure of the song. The way you play this might not necessarily be on the blues, maybe if you are playing blues or any other genre of song. It can vary, and there are so many ways to fine-tune some of these things. So even the aspect of the volume of the deck, especially the samples, where I talked about editing it, you can edit it, adjust it to ensure that it has a very good level of volume. I talked about editing it. Even sometimes when you are not, and you need to be conscious of these drum samples. Sometimes when you get these drum samples, they might be in MP3 or waveform. By the time you drag it to this particular sample as here, sometimes it might not work. If it doesn't work, don't worry, you don't need to worry yourself about it. This is a bonus for other people watching it. You come to this particular point, you click on it, you see this sampler. By the time you come to this particular point, you pick that particular sample. When you click edit, by the time the environment comes up like this, you just increase the volume some more, then click save. It will automatically start playing it. It will automatically start bringing out the sound. The reason there is virtual DJ samples doesn't work with MP3 direct in some cases, so it has its own particular sound format. So by the time you click that save, it automatically converts it to that particular format that the virtual DJ machine understand, which I'm sure even the people who design the controller also have that uniqueness embedded in it. It's just that for as a DJ, you are not so much concerned with that. All you need is very good sound and how you play about it to enjoy it and to also entertain your audience in that process while developing your skills and also giving them the very best that they want. And it cut across although it is one key aspect of programming where we talked about abstraction. Sorry, I'm going into it. Abstraction, it means they are hiding the details from you, whether you are using controller or any device. One thing you should know, that all these devices are being programmed using a computer system. And if you are using if you are a DJ, you are using only the computer to do it, it doesn't mean that you have any weak point at any point. It all depends on how you're able to put your brain to work and how you can be able to manipulate it to get the very best that you want. So at this point, I think I've said so much, and you have to be conscious that sounds are created in frequencies, and for you to deal with these drum samples, please avoid devices that have low frequency transmission, especially Bluetooth. Don't go to an event and try to connect it to a device that uses Bluetooth. I think if you are beating this drum part, it's going to give you exactly the kind of movement of the sound the way you want. You will definitely have some delays along the line. So if you watch my video where I talked about FM frequency, design of FM transmitters, you get to understand what I'm talking about. So these frequency devices are very, very sensitive to how fast your sound is moving on the wire, or how fast your sound is moving on the air from your point of generating the sound to your speakers and a host of other things. This thing plays a lot, and you need to really take your time to study this, and it will really help you a lot. I've gone to an event and see a situation where the DJ is playing, and oh my god, he's actually having a very good sound to some extent, but the flow of the sound with his appliances is just not making sense at all. So it's something that you really need to take the time to learn. I'll be dropping more hints on how to go about it. As I've said, sorry I've diverted and said so much, though it's also important for this video. So let's continue with the beating. So let's continue with our counting. 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. You first start this way, you continue to build it until you begin to try shifting from one sound to another. Then you get your finger used to it. It's not something that you can do overnight. It's something that takes time to practice. If you watch a couple of DJs, you get to see how they get to do it and get to build from it. So 1 2. So I'm sure you've learned something from this video today. So don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, and keep a date with me. There is more coming on. I'm tempted to even continue with the video at this point, but don't worry, I need to cut it short so that I can give room for other things. So don't forget, share, like, subscribe, and even drop your suggestions. If you have any ways you feel something you really need to learn, don't forget, drop it at the bottom, at the description box of this video, and we'll find a way to trash it out. I'm very, very much available for you guys. Let's get to move it like fire. But help you. This DJ, they carry you, they go where you don't know. Wala di.